Port forwarding and Docker explained. In our last video, we talked about Docker networking and how with Docker Engine would create a virtual bridge for your containers and then assign those containers to those virtual bridges based on how you configured things. Port forwarding works on basically the same idea, where you have your Docker container that then has a Docker bridge that is linked to a Linux bridge. And on this Linux bridge, you will have two IP addresses. One will be an IP address for your Docker container, and one will be an IP address for your host. When you're done, you should get something like this, where your host has an external IP marked by the X's down here, and it also has an internal IP associated with your Linux bridge right here. And that internal IP is normally like 172.170.1. Your Docker container also gets an IP address, which is normally 172.170.2 or 3 or whatever it is. What port mapping does is map the internal Docker container port to your internal host port. It then also maps your external port to that internal host port, right? So there's kind of a three-way process going, where traffic comes in, hits 80, it then gets forwarded to the internal bridge. It then gets forwarded to the internal port right here. After that, it's gonna do some natting and then forward that traffic from your internal port to your external port, which is right here. And then traffic takes basically the same path backwards. If that seems a little complicated and convoluted, it is, but actually deploying it is relatively straightforward. All you would have to do is config your YAML file for your Docker Compose like this, where you have port 8080 is your external port mapping to your internal port. The same thing could be done with a Docker run command, where you would do Docker run -p and then pass through the port that you want to forward to the container. And that is it for Docker port forwarding. If you enjoy this content, please go ahead and hit the like button. If you'd like to see more, please subscribe either here on TikTok or down below at my YouTube channel. Otherwise, thank you for watching and stay blessed.